G'day everyone, welcome back to the Southeast Asia Closed Qualifiers, day number 4 now. Only one more coming up after this, but we still have plenty of matches today, plenty of maps potentially. This is going to be the last map in this series though. We're into our third, and we sort of were looking at this one thinking, okay, at the start of the day, FrostFire maybe would be the ones to potentially look pretty good, and then Lucid Dream just kind of smashed them on train, and now Lucid Dream's been smashed on Cache, and so we're kind of even, I guess, heading into our final map of Mirage.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. All I can say is that we're down to a best of 1. It's on Mirage. Let's just forget about everything that's happened today so far and focus on the last map, which is probably going to be an interesting one. I mean, we saw FrostFire play Wrecker on it close yesterday. It was Wrecker's map pick, and I mean, I can only assume that this Lucid Dream team probably plays the map as well. I mean, it's just that map that everyone plays in Asia because all of the top teams play it. Your Tai Lu plays it, your MVP plays it. Like, no one gets rid of Mirage. It's just a stock standard map that you're always going to see in a best of 3 between 2 Asian teams.
Let's be honest, anything that we say right now is probably going to end up being wrong because that's how things have gone so far throughout these Southeast Asia qualifiers. Every time that we've tried to make a prediction or at least some sort of analysis, it's turned out to be the complete opposite, as things just tend to go every which way when it comes to Southeast Asia Counter-Strike. And so we didn't expect Cache to be a 16-6 in the favour of FrostFire there, but it was. And now we're on to Mirage. So, Hilly, who have you got for this one?
I'm just going to go with FrostFire because I think that they're a little bit more consistent. I think that the way that Lucid Dream won train is a matter of 2 factors. It's number 1, the players turned up and had some great games, especially with the double AWP and stuff, which turned out being really good against what FrostFire was trying to do against that sort of style, and it really caught them off guard, and they weren't able to deal with that very well. Not to mention the fact that I feel like FrostFire has a bunch of different players that can all turn up, and if somebody has a bad game, somebody else can step up and do the work that they need to get done. And not to mention those 2 things, but also that they played it yesterday, and also their styles is way more consistent than what Lucid Dream does. Lucid Dream, they're just stacking all over the map. They're having all these different setups where they have like 3 people on CT side in one area of the map and one guy playing retake on the other area. Whereas, you know, I feel like FrostFire has their fundamentals down a lot more. They're always relying on those defaults into a strat, into, you know, and especially when the pressure gets on, you know, these 2 teams are both looking at getting eliminated. That's when your consistent stuff that you've done a million times, or the things that are a lot more tangible, where you know what you're meant to be doing, is always going to be a lot more consistent than someone going off and getting a 3K, especially in a high pressure environment.
But you think it's going to be a close map here on Mirage?
Probably. I would say it's going to be a close one if Lucid win. Otherwise, I feel like FrostFire will probably win at like 16-8, 16-10 or something like that. Just grind them out.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's still fairly comfortable of a victory for FrostFire if they do end up getting something similar, like 16-8 or 16-10. 16-6 though, they're on Cache. Definitely not what we expected. I mean, the CT side didn't look good at all for Lucid Dream, so they're going to want to avoid that, especially if they do start on CT side here, just getting fully reset time and time again. We've seen that problem a few times in the Southeast Asia qualifiers yesterday, in particular, like we have already spoke about extensively for Boot Dreamscape. But here we go on to Mirage. It's map 3. Winner of this will continue on through the lower bracket and will go up against Boot Dreamscape, which is, by the way, no easy feat. But still, it's a little bit further on through the bracket, even if you do drop to Boot Dreamscape.
That's today, isn't it?
Bragging rights. That is today. That's our next match.
That's really rough. If you go into like a close 3 map series and then you got to go up against Boot, who are just chilling, they're warming up, they're getting ready for the game, and you got to play them in a 2 to 3 mapper, like that's just rough.
Boot's probably having some lunch right now.
Yep.
It'd be about midday over in Singapore, or just past, actually 10 past 1, I guess.
Going to be heading towards the B bomb site. Both teams really, I mean, 3 CTs already ready up on this bomb site. Our chap got himself smoke double flash, 4 sets of armor. They're going to head over towards this B site. Shy's going to be getting a lot of work done from balcony, I would say.
Just cause has shut down Eamon, but Shy, he didn't really get too much done from balcony at all. FrostFire managing to get a couple of the opening frags. Archap still up there in Palace, but Leaf, the 2 headshots from the USP, and Zendi spots the corner of Archap. In the end, it'll be Lucid Dream to start off with the pistol.
Beautiful.
We saw how that went, though, on Cache. They got the pistol on that map and instantly got reset.
I think FrostFire's won every single Force Buy on their T side this series. So let's see if they can make it 3 for 3.
Let's do it again. Tech 9 for Archap. It's kind of nice to see the Tech 9 coming back. I do miss it sometimes.
He's used it every map. I think every time they've won it, so good gun, I guess, based on those statistics.
100% win rate, right?
In this series.
Therefore, it must
Very
be.
relevant.
Ain't stupid if it works.
Let's bring that to Valve. They would definitely look at that.
Just the one M4 for Lucid Dream. So that's obviously not ideal.
They're all sort of just running around the map, not really looking at mid. I'm very confused.
Orby. I mean, Shy's kind of
Is
peeking
Zendy
in
timed
there,
out?
but-
Yeah, I think they called a tech. Yeah, Zendy timed out on the default, reverse default there. So
yeah.
I think we're going to have a resetty. Something's overheated. It's gotten too hot.
Awesome.
His mouse has melted, Jordan.
Melted mouse, huh?
Yep.
I don't think that would be possible.
I mean, it's possible.
You leave it out in the sun? I guess if you left it out in the sun and it was like on the road or something, black, like the black road and then the 40-degree sun, I don't know, maybe possible.
Yeah.
Could heat it up enough.
You can cook some eggs while you're at
Cook
it.
an egg, yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen that before. Boot of your car. Easily.
How do you like your eggs, Jordan?
Scrambled. Normally. But sometimes I go for a fried.
You got to go for an over easy, mate.
I don't even know what that is.
You just like set the white and then the yolk's still runny.
That's... What, is that not just a fried egg from a sunny side
No,
up?
fried is like, it's got to be crispy on the bottom if it's fried. Otherwise, that's not fried.
Well, okay.
Over easy is just like you just set it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
You just kind of like set the white and then yeah. It's very
never
very
heard that.
low heat.
I've never heard that term before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
I know what you mean though. Yeah, you want the yolk to be a bit runny.
Yeah.
Benedict's not
Says
too
you,
bad.
you scrambled freak.
Oh, what? Scrambled's like the best kind of egg. I would actually say
What do you like? Do you like a soft scramble or a hard scramble?
soft.
Oh, okay.
It's like scrambled tier 1, boiled and Benedict tier 2, fried tier 3, and then whatever else you get. I don't know what else kind of eggs you can get.
What about soft boiled?
Well, boiled and soft boiled. That's. I mean, we're going down a different rabbit hole now. Soft boiled is better than hard boiled.
Okay.
Anything soft, like soft is better
You're just
than
a
hard.
gentle person, Jordan. That's what I'm getting from you.
Yeah. What's your egg tier list?
I mean, like I said, you got to go over easy or like a soft boil. And then fried with like a runny yolk is the dream on certain things. Thai food in particular.
You don't like scrambled eggs at all?
No.
What is wrong with you? All right, let's stop talking about
Scrambled
eggs.
eggs is like 5th tier. But anyway,
So this is actually the second round, I'd have to assume,
yeah. Indeed.
because it is just the remake, and the scores will update after
Oh,
this.
it's a completely different round than what it was going to be last time. We're never going to know what would have happened.
Well, what could happen here is the bomb could be dropped.
What could happen here is this round is a mess.
What is Archap doing here? He's got a Tech 9.
Doing Tech 9 things, Jordan. 3-on-3. They got to recover the bomb from A ramp. They have control of the window. This round is it's very special. Just like you, Jordan.
Mm-hmm. It's like a scrambled egg. It's a good scrambled egg. Zendy takes a bit of a chunk there. Feynman comes across and helps Devi out. They could just win this aim battle. Shy's going to push on forward. Smoke's down now, and that's going to be Shy getting the head shot onto Devi. Eamon, though. Oof. This is scary times for Zendy, even despite the fact that Eamon is tagged down.
I love how Zendy's just holding onto the bomb and Just Cause
Yeah,
is
Just
just
Cause is like in
pieced
CT.
it.
What's he doing in CT spawn?
He's not interested.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't they play together here? At least FrostFire can now trade this out and then turn it into a 1v1. Or that can happen. Now it's a 2v1.
Spam his deagle.
Just Cause could have been there for the trade. Now he can't do anything. They're going to rotate to B.
Clown Fiesta. 2 smokes as well for the T's. They can use those to smoke off things.
Mm-hmm. That's always nice.
Mm.
That's going to make it real tough to get out of market.
Oh, he'll probably just run out anyway.
Smoke off the plant here for Eamon.
Come on, Chapman. Smoke a thing, man. Come on.
It's too late now. He's already out. But he's making noise, so info's given there. Eamon is going to peek through the smoke.
Why would he make noise there, though? He's still got a kit, Jordan. Like, he could just walk around, see what he can get done. You don't got to go jumping everywhere. Yeah, chill out, man.
I couldn't tell you. One apiece, though, is where we're at, and it's just another force buy, one by FrostFire.
Oh, man.
Another pause. Not sure.
That's the third from 3. And I don't know that they would have won that last round, honestly, the way that that was panning out. That was a completely different round. Leaf was in, like, CT spawn, like, rotating between the sites and just checking window. They had 2 on each bomb site last time. Then the timeout comes out, and we reset the round, and then smoke goes in mid-window. Archap runs out Palace. People run out mid from FrostFire. It's a completely different round.
Yeah, that's attack pause from T side now, though, for a FrostFire. So they just win the force buy, and now discussing...
This is the BM pause. This is the BM pause.
Is it BM?
It's the BM pause.
You reckon? They're saying we just 1660 you on Cache, doing this exact thing.
Third from 3 T pistol rounds. Let me think about how to spend all this money.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing right now?
What are you guys doing with your money?
Crying.
Alrighty, let's see what FrostFire are going to do in this round.
Win, hopefully.
AK, just the one AK though.
Why would they need more?
Well, by the looks of things, they didn't really have money for another one. Devi was very sharp on Cache and continuing that here. 2 kills, 3 actually. And he's still alive. Couple out for the USPs. A little bit of fun for Lucid Dream, but this will be the ace for Devi. Easy does it.
Beautiful.
2-1 to FrostFire.
They're buying. Hello?
Hi.
Maybe this is going to be the thing, Jordan. I don't think it's going to be, but maybe. Maybe you do the famous like, rifle buy in the second. In the third. In the...
But they won pistol and then lost, so it was a full reset.
Yeah, I don't know. Look. I won't pretend to know what's going on anymore. The window smoke's missed. Eamon's run straight up mid as we saw him doing. He hasn't even bought a primary weapon.
What is going on? Devi's got 6k and Eamon's running around with a P250.
They don't think they're going to buy here, Jordan. There's no reason for them to buy here, but they have done it. Now the T's have realised. They've stacked 3 on the A bomb site, Jordan.
This is insane.
It's madness.
Archap just goes out, gets absolutely decked by WannaFly. The suspicions will now be confirmed that there is definitely a buy through for Lucid.
I would say so. Pretty weird eco with an M4 in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Seen this smoke it a lot recently, where they just smoke off both of the windows and just sort of lurk out.
Well, you've seen a good spot there, though. Through the flashbang from FrostFire, and Chapman will open up onto Leaf. They're aware that Just Cause could be in the smoke.
FrostFire's been very good at taking this B site across the series I've watched.
This is very likely looking like a third round for them. Lucid might even save here. Money obviously is not going to be good enough for a buy, but 3 guns through is better than none. And the chances of retaking the site 3v4, fairly unreasonable for Lucid Dream to expect that they will get a win.
I just want FrostFire to win, Jordan. We've got enough Thai teams. Signature's doing well. I want to see the Malaysians make a comeback.
I actually do. I guess want to see the Malaysians as well have a pretty good team, because like I never really felt like they've actually had a team that's been particularly great in terms of contesting towards the top of things.
Yeah, I mean, they really had Carnal right at the start, and then for a while they had like that newer Carnal when PZ Kid went back to like, yeah, JYP or whatever, when PZ Kid went back to Malaysia, which like their first LAN was like, oh my god, these guys are going to be good, and then they did absolutely nothing for like a year.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I mean, Indonesia had their time in the sun with Rekka. Now it's kind of Singapore's time with Boot Dreamscape. China's always had good teams.
China's #1.
Yeah.
Korea #2.
When is it going to be Malaysia's turn? Maybe today?
I mean, if Devi keeps dropping 30s like this, then, you know, we're heading in the right direction.
Most definitely. Bit of a slow round out from Lucid Dream this time.
I think
No
we've
real
neglected
contest
to
in mid.
mention the fact that they're buying after just losing. Again.
I mean, at this point, is it really a surprise?
They're just force buying themselves to death, Jordan.
Well, again, is it a surprise?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
That last round wasn't even close. They had like 3 or 4 alive on FrostFire. What's the point of trying to buy?
Maybe they win this time. You know what I mean?
I don't think they do.
But what if they do?
Okay. To B again.
Good entries from Chapman, but some trade backs at least from Lucid. If Chapman doesn't get this kill,
Oh, he's on fire this
Never
game.
mind.
He had such a...
he had a bad train.
He had a bad both maps, really.
He's back.
Even in the 16-6, it's not like he was going ham. Now he's back.
Boy, oh boy, this is looking more and more likely like Lucid Dream are just going to be disappearing on Mirage.
Yeah, look, they are buying themselves to death, literally. I'm very confuzzled.
All right, force by time, Lucid Dream. You know it. They've got an M4.
Surely not. Also, Jordan, what up with the fact that they were just stomping with the double AWP on train and now they're just not doing it ever?
Because they don't have money for AWPs.
But if they just save this one, they will next. But they, even on cash, a couple rounds they had money. They never did it. They did full rifle.
Maybe they don't like double AWP on cache. I don't know, you tell me. I'm not in the mind of Lucid Dream right now, even though I am supposed to be their coach. Wait, no, that's FrostFire. I'm coaching FrostFire, not
Coaching
Lucid.
FrostFire.
The boys
After
are making their
After
comeback.
they lost their first map, you were like, how about you guys just win?
Yeah, how about you guys just shoot them in the head? And they're like, oh, we didn't think of that. We'll do that. We'll try that on cache. Works pretty well, hey? Look at that. Told you. I told you it would be the force buy from Lucid.
Oh, why? Why have you done this?
Just cause. They want to fly. Into a 5-1.
They're about to be blown away
Actually, a
like a
6-1.
leaf, Jordan.
Yep. FrostFire is going to Zendy them back to wherever they came from. I tried.
They're going to roll up and be like, hey man, I'm just going to click on your head. Oh, it's a stretch. Anyway. They're going to walk towards A. It's a double stack in the A ramp. They still got Leaf supporting from jungle with 0 utilities because they're force buying themselves to death. He has no flashbangs.
Chapman is going to say divide round, and it'll be 5-1.
Just stop, man. Use your brain power for Counter-Strike purposes.
Not possible. Does not compute. Player's going to come out from Palace, and even if this goes well,
It has.
it could be dangerous. Still,
MP9 meat grinder.
Oh, that's huge. Still alive now is FrostFire. That was such a critical kill for Archat, but he's going to run back to the site, which could be dangerous. Let's have the backup here of Chapman, who, of course, you would
He's
back.
on fire, Jordan.
1v2. Just cause coming from CT. They must know that he's in CT. Just, like, where else is he going to be at this point? Archap gets across and spots the info. That's the more important thing. Luckily, he stays alive.
Molly, and it's a triple plant. Best of luck, my friend. Oh, well. That's not a good molly. Doesn't matter.
Hello.
Later.
Chapman's having a blinder. How many kills is he at?
Not many, but they're all gun round kills.
6, yeah.
He's got 6, but every single one of them is like, I'm running into your gun round and
I'm opening the
owning
side.
you.
Yeah. That's 5-1.
Whereas 5 of Devise are like, I shot you on eco.
Another buy for Lucid. Another one that really doesn't look that great. No utility. They have an AWP.
Why?
They had an AWP last round.
No.
Saving is for the weak.
Did they have it on?
Yeah, they did. They did have an AWP. 100% they had an AWP.
Okay.
It didn't do anything.
It's a
They had
fast
it.
one in mid. That's a trade.
Yeah, Archap down. Eamon also has dropped, but Chapman and Devi are the ones left alive here for FrostFire, and that's dangerous still. But FrostFire just a little bit too quick there. Maybe not expecting the buy.
No, definitely not.
And that's cost them. I think surely this time Lucid can't buy. Every bit of damage that Devi is able to do here is going to be good. So down to only the 2 guns for Lucid. Still, like obviously,
Terrible.
FrostFire don't enjoy winning that. Sorry, don't enjoy losing that round, but they get something out of it.
Terrible for Lucid though. If they lose this one, they'll be luciding the rest of the game. Losing. I don't know. They'll be dreaming if they think they can come back from this one.
Yep. Full buy through, of course, for FrostFire. Their money is still has been dropped though.
Lucid's going to double up towards Cat.
Bit of a slower round for FrostFire this time, which makes sense. Just tried to play quick in the last round, didn't really work out too well for them.
Yeah, they've had a lot more success just taking their time, making their way downtown.
Walking
slow.
This time back into connector. Click. We'll get backed up by Eamon. Unfortunately for FrostFire, Eamon cannot save Click there. Well, very nearly did. But a 1-for-1, still not too bad for FrostFire.
Bomb's actually going towards B, which is interesting because most of the time FrostFire's been hitting B out of this B apartments. But they're going to do a bit of a split through short and B apps. Archap's shown presence over towards Palace, which is going to pull Leaf over. Unfortunately, Eamon's not able to pick up Just Cause in the ladder room, which is going to make things a little bit more awkward. But that won't really matter too much, Jordan, because regardless, we're going to end up... Oh my god, A-Chup gets caught up. But the idea is that they can still go out B apps and win the aim duels and make this round competitive.
Yeah, Chapman this time doesn't get the opening. Devi with the AWP won't get much more. So 2 rounds in a row for Lucid. That's good.
Double AWP for the first time since Train.
We back.
Here we go. And it's the same thing as Train, Jordan. FrostFire's won the first 5.
True.
Now Lucid Dream's starting to string some rounds together. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because it'll be wrong. If you don't predict, you can't be wrong. And if you do predict, you should just hedge your bets. You know, this one could go either way, Pilly. Whatever happens, I'm right.
It's not as impressive, though. That's the good old Karath predicting the 16-0 win for Surge.
Which turned into a 16-1 for Order or something.
Yeah. Well, that was a round of Counter-Strike. It happened. Now we're moving forward with our lives.
Good. That's how I want to see all eco rounds go, to be honest. Instead of seeing one guy with a pistol saving
Why
for 30
don't we
seconds.
just run Go TV a couple of rounds in advance and we can just skip them?
That sounds good to me. That's like we can have the ad breaks. We'll go to an ad break, 30 seconds, come back, gun round.
But that round wasn't even 30, I don't think.
Yeah, well, you missed the first 10 seconds of the team running out of T-spawn. That's all right.
Is it? I like watching it running. It inspires me.
Maybe you should watch the Olympics then.
I don't think I've watched the Olympics since it was in Sydney in like 2000 and I was like 4 years old. That's the only one I remember.
You a fan of Nikki Webster?
Not a fan, but I'm aware of her existence. Why are you, Jordan?
Oh yeah, I love me a bit of Nikki Webster.
I'm not surprised.
Strawberry kisses, mate. Anyway, Click's giving some strawberry kisses to Lucid Dream right now.
Bit of a kiss goodnight, perhaps.
That said, a couple of tradebacks do come for Lucid. They need to get the bomb down here, FrostFire. But the Lucid players are coming from 2 different directions, so that can either work perfectly.
They are not.
Can't.
You've lied to us.
And now they rejoin.
They'll combine to become one big CT.
Ultron. Bit of utility there for FrostFire.
They're both low.
Fortunate for Devi, but yeah, like you said, does put them low enough for Click to really just spray down 2. 1 drops early. Now he's just buying his time. The smoke even gives him a little bit more room to work with, and he sneaks his way back into Van. There's no time for Zendy. He has to touch the bomb. Round is 1 here. I think for FrostFire, the time is going to be
I think he's
close.
got it, Jordan. He's got it.
No way. Oh. All you had to do was hide for like another half second.
What if he was on it?
Well, you just spammed it.
But he got shot through the wall. He didn't peek him. He just got shot through the wall. He just got shot through the wall. Man.
Yeah, well.
Give him a break.
No.
Did his best.
I don't believe that.
It's another gun round, an important one. Very important one.
Lucid are really starting to take control of this CT side a little bit now.
This is the one where we find out who wins the half, I feel like.
Yeah, potentially.
And they're going to go for back to the tried and true. They're going to go hit B through the apartments. They're going to hit it hard.
This is where they found a lot of their success earlier in the half, but it seems as though Lucid are a little bit more on top of it this time. No quick kills out for the T side, though I speak too soon. Chapman and Devi opening up. Just Cause has a pretty good crossfire here with Wanna Fly in the bomb plant. Means that there's one player that's not checking an angle. Oh, it's all fallen apart for FrostFire. It started so well, but they just didn't fully clear the site.
That's how crazy fast those rotates are. Within like 5 seconds of them in the bomb site, they've already fought with 4 different counter-terrorists.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Hell not. It's 5v5.
True.
When you really think about it, it's always not fair for the C team because they're always holding the side against 5.
Oh, boo-hoo, Jordan. Go cry to your counter-terrorists, mate.
Counter-terrorists are my boys.
You like the new FBI's ones on you?
Yep. Love them.
You'd make a good FBI agent, Jordan.
I don't know about that. FrostFire at the moment not making a lot of cash, so just the Deagles here. Again, gives the opportunity over to Lucid to build the money up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's a
my
shot.
Lord. Are they going to lose this?
No.
Didn't speak too soon. Devi's alive.
Devi hasn't done anything for the last few rounds.
Whatever, man. He's going to get smoked off, so I'd say that's probably going to be the end of it. I mean, before those Deagle headshots came out, it was a very convincing round for Lucid, but still 3 alive would be definitely acceptable. They're really starting to build their money up on a few of their players, not all of them, but maybe 2 or 3. It's better than nothing.
Better than what it was looking like at the start of this half, where FrostFire just seemed to be running away with the map. That is no longer the case, by any means at all. Lucid Dream have come back into their own. Zendy with a nice flick. Headshot as well, the boot. Bit unnecessary. Overkill.
Wasted like 300 damage or something.
Yeah.
380, 350.
Could have used that in the next round.
That's like 3 CTs killed. Or 3 Ts killed, rather. Full buy for both teams. CT economy not too pressured at this point, so can go for a bit of funky stuff perhaps. Pressure's not on just yet.
Funky monkeys. Rest in peace, funky monkeys.
Chapman's going for a bit of a lurk. Shy jumps up and...
Well aware.
Don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that a few times.
Yeah, you see that smoke and you think there's probably a guy peeking around the corner there. Boy, it's just the tables have turned so significantly.
Oh, how the turns have tabled. 5 CTs alive. Devi has not had an opportunity.
The Lazy Susan has gone out of control, Billy.
It's rolling down a hill.
Mm.
FrostFire's in front of it.
Running away. Desperately trying.
I feel like Lucid's the one who pushed it.
Lucid pushed FrostFire down the hill and then the Lazy Susan after. Stitch that.
Measure.
No way you check this angle as Devi with the AWP. Knife him. Why not knife him there?
I don't know. What if he turns around? I don't know.
You die. Okay, cool. It's 4v1. No problems. If you knife him, that's extra BM.
Extra money.
You don't need the money.
You do need the money.
Well, I mean,
every bit of money always helps.
You got 2 rounds left in the half.
I suppose, yeah, but I don't know.
Still salvageable for FrostFire. Another buy through for them. 8-7 would be fine. The HG nade won't do anything of substance.
I think this is going to work, especially with that clean entry. The rotates aren't nearly as fast from Lucid. They're all the way across the map. Closest players connect us, so I think this time it's actually going to work. And that's a pretty next level call from FrostFire. They're getting wrecked at B. And I think they've been very objective about it, Jordan. They've realised, man, these rotates are coming out fast.
Let's go faster. Gotta go fast.
You can't be results oriented. Is what I was going for.
Was that gotta go fast?
I don't know, but they're coming out market.
Oh, I thought that was a grenade there instead of a Molotov, but Zendy is making this one interesting, and now a lot of damage done to FrostFire. Time's ticking away quite significantly for Lucid. Zendy's going to have to get on the bomb. He's holding it, and Shy gets the kill into the divide. This is doable. Shy gets the kill. Zendy's on 3 HP.
Right above his head as well.
Yeah, and Lucid win. 9-5. FrostFire, it just is not working. Whatever they do, whatever they throw at Lucid Dream, it's not sticking.
Just rolls right off him. Still a decent buy for FrostFire. Could get themselves a 6th. Even the 5 rounds is acceptable. So we'll see. Another smoke onto short. They're going to do the same thing. Maybe a different variation this time. Going to take things a bit slower on B. Our chap's going to try and find a pick in mid. Out they go in B.
Well, that hasn't worked nearly as well this time. Leaf and Just Cause. Crossfire set up. FrostFire has been spotted. Another shot there for Leaf. This will be 10-5 at the end of the half by the looks of things. Leaf will get absolutely clotheslined. And Devi goes and grabs the kill onto Shy as well, but still plenty of CTs ready to deal with the oncoming onslaught. And Devi is going to have another one of those rounds. He gets 4 kills. If FrostFire are going to come through with 6 here, he picks the line that WannaFly is holding. So we go through to the second half. 10-5, the advantage for Lucid Dream. It's not bad, but it is by no means the map over just yet.
Definitely not. Potential for FrostFire to grab pistol. Even if Lucid Dream do grab the pistol, FrostFire could force them back. Anything could happen. Could still be an incredibly close game. If Lucid was going to come away with this, I thought it was going to be a close one. I have to say, FrostFire, the rounds that they had success doing this heavy execute style is the rounds where Chapman was getting kills.
Yes.
And then when Chapman didn't get any entries, the rounds were very, very hard. They were close, or they were one-sided for Lucid. So,
but I feel like FrostFire enabled Chapman most when they were playing fast. He got entries a lot more when they played quickly toward the B-bomb site than anything else.
But when they went B and he got no entries, they got rolled.
Yeah. Not that any of that matters now as we're heading into the second half. They're going to have to swap over. CT
Forget everything you've just seen.
Forget everything.
It's over now. You're on to the next moment of your life.
This is like where we have to start selling it like, you know how they do on TV? Forget everything you've seen before. This is the biggest half of Counter-Strike ever in Southeast Asia.
Just ever.
FrostFire versus
about a second ago.
Lucid Dream. A never seen before match of giants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you sold?
Yeah. The good old yeah, that's like, not really, but yeah.
I don't know what else I can say to sell you.
Tell me FrostFire's going to win and I'm sold. Let's go Malaysia.
I can't really say that though.
Yeah.
They are at a deficit right now. Let's be honest. Like Lucid Dream are in the favorable position.
They're
Mirage is
kind of on point.
Mirage is not meant to be a 10-5 half. It's meant to be more like 9-6 or even 8-7, I think. So you're right. They're looking on point. FrostFire's had their moments, to be fair.
And some of those rounds definitely could have gone their way.
But they've been few and far between.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing as Train, Jordan. They got 5 on the trot. They were 5-1. Lucid won 9 in a row. Never had their money reset.
Got a bit of a technical pause during this halftime break, folks. See that ladder up there on just above balcony?
Yeah, you can throw flashes off that.
Yeah, why don't they?
Because they're not very good.
No, why don't they set that ladder up And then you can climb up there
You
as
can
a
go even
CT.
higher. Why not just play on the roofs? Let's just start playing Battlefield. Why are we here?
Yeah, exactly. Make it like 5-man boost. You can get on top of the roof.
The only game that has worse FPS than Counter-Strike.
PUBG.
True.
Supposedly they've fixed that.
How crazy is it that FPS has gotten worse as we've gotten further into the future than it used to be in old shooters and stuff?
I actually don't understand how it is possible. But
I mean, the graphics are getting more and more like intense, but it's not like you would think, right? But it's not even like some of these newer games like PUBG and stuff have
like incredible
insane graphics that you're like, wow, just next level.
I think the problem is just they have to render so much at one time. Back in the day, like you look at a Counter-Strike map from Source or whatever,
make everything in a box,
and everything's a box.
Yeah.
Everything's just like 1 pixel, pretty much. Now it's like there's just so much going on.
It's too much detail. People are trying too hard. Back in the old shooters, you point at an object and you'd be like, "What is this?" And it's a grey. It's grey.
That's a door. And you're like, "Oh, that's the door." And then you know
this blob is a door. Okay.
This red pixel, that's a torch. On the wall of the castle. Oh, well, now we know we're in a castle. Which is like imagination. It's like, just go read a book, man. Don't even play games anymore. Then you can get the same experience.
Just use your brain to fill in the gaps.
Exactly.
That doesn't take FPS away.
Stop playing video games and start playing brain games where you just, like, conjure the concept of the game in your mind. I can play Counter-Strike in my brain right now. I just got a 5K. I just beat Australia 16-0 in the major final. I'm a millionaire. You know what I mean? How good is that?
It's pretty good.
Couldn't ask for much more. You couldn't do that in Counter-Strike.
Has anyone beat Australia 16-0? I don't think so.
Not at a major.
Australia's beat someone else 16-0 though at a major.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty scandalous.
Is it?
Yeah.
Happens. It's not the first time that core has been 16-0'd.
Yeah,
Even
true.
Renegade 16-0'd them.
Twice.
Twice?
I think it was twice.
I remember once. Was that Nuke?
No. Dust 2, and then the other one I can't remember. Might have been Mirage.
I remember them playing SK on Nuke one point, and I think they beat them.
It's time to go back in the game.
Oh, yes!
Let's go. 4 armors. Divide's got a smoke and a kid. It's going to be an AXE. What kind of AXE, though?
You tell me. Look at these smokes being
That's a
lined
stairs smoke. That's a stairs smoke, Jordan. I've seen this one before. The other one's a jungle smoke. They're going to throw flashbangs over the top.
All right. They're going to challenge CT spawn then.
Ooh. It's clicks in sandwich, though.
He is indeed. And Divide opens it up.
Oh, it's a delicious sandwich.
Oh, yummy. 3 kills for Click. That's how you want to win the pistol if you're FrostFire. There's just nothing in that for Lucid.
I feel like they shot about 10 bullets collectively.
They didn't even get a
5
chance.
Heads.
Yeah. But that's okay.
They are ahead.
Look at that.
Delicious. That's
3 headshots from Click.
It's like one of those fruit sandwiches from Japan.
Fruit sandwich. I've never had one of them.
You're missing out.
Deagle armor buy for Lucid. I say G-nade.
Lucid Dream are doing that T-side thing they do again, which is split up and run at different parts of the map. One's running at A-Rat, one's running at Out Palace, one guy's up short, one guy's underpass, one guy's B-apps. No semblance of teamwork. The bomb's at the back of top mid. Let's hope they hit heads. If they don't, they're going to lose.
Well, who needs teamwork when you hit heads? Exactly. That's what Lucid have been doing. Not so this time, by the looks of things.
They're playing single player, Jordan.
It's too slow.
Yeah, this was pretty terrible.
It's gone about as well as the pistol has.
That's terrible. That was absolutely terrible.
You tell him, Pilly.
Not a single rifle lost.
Go hard, mate.
I will. That was just awful.
Terrible, awful. Make your mind up.
Sorry. I don't know which one of those statements is worse. I feel like awful's worse. Sounds worse. It's going to be the Glock Eco. 1 flashbang. Try to get the bomb down.
The Glico.
I'm not going to let you get away with that one.
Why not?
That does not work. That sounds like some kind of, I don't know, Mexican something.
What? What about the gecko? We'll call it the gecko. Glock Eco Gecko.
Okay. They're just having a little chat, I think, about what went wrong in the last round. Just didn't shoot the guy in the head.
Maybe figuring out what's for dinner tonight.
Possibly. I could really go for some Thai food right now.
I could go for some any food.
Food?
No.
Me too. Still got another series to go, Jordan, and you don't eat until we're done here, Jordan.
I don't eat, sleep, drink, breathe until we're done.
Till all the Counter-Strike's being casted.
Exactly. So I've still got probably about another 30 days until the end of the season.
Cool.
And then I think Counter-Strike's over for the year. No, actually that's a lie. We will still have AUNZ champs after that.
How is it the end of 2018 already? I'm tripping.
Well, it's not. It's still only October.
It's pretty close, though.
It is getting close.
What have you accomplished this year, Jordan?
Well, I casted IEM Sydney.
That's pretty good.
And Dallas finals.
Those are like big bucket list ticks.
Yep.
I'm happy for you.
Went to IEM Katowice. Didn't cast Counter-Strike there, but I saw the Counter-Strike. All 2 rounds of it that I got to see.
What were you doing there?
Crossfire.
Crossfire.
And that's a crossfire on the A side.
I didn't even know that they did crossfire outside of China. By the way, crossfire.
They do. It turns out they've actually had a tournament at IEM Katowice a few years in a row.
Nice. Okay.
4 teams.
Well, here's a buy from Lucid Dream. Let's hope that they do something teamwork related. Gonna have a bit of a short smoke there. It's about a million different ways you can throw that one. Eamon's gonna play in front of it. He's ready.
He's only got the FAMAS though, so
yeah. FAMAS get out of there ASAP.
Yeah.
He didn't get anything done. Our chap's been lost.
Okay.
Clicks on the pot plant, I think. It's not a pot plant, it's just a pot.
That's a nice entry from Leaf. The bomb's going to start to rotate its way over to the A side here. Lucid Dream slowly making their way out. But the CTs have kind of rotated across, so there'll be a little bit of a contest.
I think even if they lose this round, they've got money FrostFire.
They do, but obviously it's not ideal. Allowing
that was the CT smoke, by the way.
Thanks for the smoke.
Thanks for the mid-side smoke. I guess I just plant triple now.
And peek through the corner of it. WannaFly will find Devi. Get through into Firebox. Knows that Eamon is close. Takes that aim battle as well. Eventually he drops to Chapman. But this is looking like a really, really cheap round for Lucid. 4 guns through. Bomb goes down. They win the round. What more can you really ask for?
Double AWP. H up. Arch up. Devi. Double AWP. Come on. Yes! Jordan!
Yes!
It's happening. You excited?
Well, it depends how well it goes. We'll find out.
What do you mean? Remember the first game we saw them yesterday? Remember yesterday, Jordan? The day before today?
Wait, which day was that? It all kind of melts into one when you cast this much Counter-Strike.
Smoke into window, molly onto connector from the T's, as well as a few nades over A. One guy holding B apps, one guy heading through underpass. They're using some grenades. Hopefully Shy's going to get into connector potentially. They're just taking their time. They're waiting for some peeks from FrostFire. If they don't use their nades correctly, though, they could definitely lose one of these terroristas to an AWP, which is not going to be fun. Got Archap playing retake A, and Devi's actually AWPing murder hole, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. Potentially going to be a window boost here from Lucid, though. They do have 2 under there. 58 seconds. Smoke goes towards top of connector. They're going to make their way up. Cut.
Ooh. Just the one player on B right now for FrostFire.
Yeah, it's Chapman too. He's still got a molly.
And WannaFly to stop the rotations.
Uh-oh. He's about to get splitted. Device here, though. Oh, that's not a good way to lose the first pick.
No, 35 seconds here, though, for Lucid Dream. Intentions starting to be given away as they throw utility into the B bomb site. But how much of a help that is going to be for FrostFire, we will find out. Eamon quickly up short. But he's going to lose 2 teammates in the meanwhile, and he will drop himself. Just click. And this is the way that the CT half starts to crumble. Because next round money won't be good for FrostFire. Lucid Dream's up to 12 now. Probably should get to 13 off this.
Most likely, yeah. He just runs past the AWP as well. They just want 5 rifles set up.
Yeah, in which case they are very, very close to closing this match out.
That was a real simple one for Lucid. They just walked up mid, they threw some smokes to positions, and they just went, let's split B. And then they were like, hey, is that a terrorist foot? I guess I'll just shoot that. And there's the anchor dead. Now we won.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Pistols only for FrostFire.
It's much easier than it should be in a game of this importance, right? For both teams. You can't just be giving those to them, FrostFire. Come on, boys.
I still think the SEA region has some work to do, though, as a whole. Like we said, they are probably the weakest region of the qualifiers, at least the ones that we are covering, which is China, ANZ, SEA, and to an extent North America as well. But
need to be careful in this SEA qualifier though, Jordan. If it keeps going this way, we're going to be bowing down to our Thai overlords pretty soon.
Maybe. That's nice from Lucid. Only one gun lost.
Yep. It's another buy round coming out of FrostFire and not a single AWP in sight.
I don't mind the Thai team's doing well. I haven't been to Thailand, so we'll have.
They have that Bangkok Masters tournament
in a beautiful world. We'll have a LAN finals at Thailand, and I'll get to go.
How many spots do they give to the local teams for that Bangkok Masters tournament? I'm gonna have a look.
Don't know, probably a few. You could say that there's like at least 3 or 4 Thai teams that would be able to compete to a reasonable level. Eamon on a bit of a push there, does find Just Cause. And will upgrade to an AK. Lucid Dream, though, they recognise there won't be so many players on A because of his position. Start to make their way in there. But rotation is coming out fairly quickly from FrostFire here, so I'm not sure this is going to go too well for Lucid Dream. Smokes are down, but not great smokes, and Lucid are going to get caught on the cross. Shy will go down. Spam through from Zendi and Chapman. Or rather from Zendi and Wannafly, but Chap around the back here. For Lucid Dream, this is not looking like a great round.
You want to know how many Thai teams are playing in that tournament?
1.
None.
What?
Not a single one invited.
Not invited at all?
They had one SEA qualifier spot, MVP took it.
Who's all the other teams then?
Heroic, Renegades, Kingwin, Tyloo, AGO, Pro 100,
So it's
Team
an 8-team LAN.
Yep.
And there must have been a... Tyloo
got invited, Renegades got invited, MVP qualified.
Well,
nice round from FrostFire there. They can come back into this, Jordan. It's going to get closer. It's going to get more intense. We're only upping the ante.
I didn't realise it was only an 8-team LAN, but there you go.
It's only for a hundo, I think.
What, only $100,000? Pocket change for someone like me.
A millionaire who just 16-0 to Astralis in the major grand final.
That's exactly right.
Which, by the way, doesn't make you a millionaire. You only get a portion of that. Or did you beat them on your own?
Yeah, 1 for 5. 16-0. What I did was, like, I bought smokes, threw smokes, then ran back to T-spawn, bought some more, threw some more.
They all coughed to death.
Yep.
Devi through the edge of the smoke. Oh, does he need to go for more? He doesn't, but he does anyway. 2 for him. Only one traded back. Eamon finds the timing as well. My boys at FrostFire, we're coming back into it.
They are. This was a round that really could have broken them. It could have lost them the map had they lost the round. And well,
Chapman needs to turn his brain on, mate. Come on.
Wannafly is trying to do some work here, but he's being chased down by R-Chap. Flash through. Oh, Wannafly. He's going to die here, surely. No, Leaf saves him. And this round has tipped back on its head. Lucid
kid on Eamon, but he could die with 1 bullet, which means that Click would have to find a kid. Oh, is he going to be ready for this marker push, though? Nope. Oh, how is that round going so badly? Chapman's just jumping around, and he gets killed again on B.
1v1, both teams will be relying on their last player, but Wannafly in a better position.
That's it.
Lucid Dream 14.
They're broke.
Yeah, that pretty much
What a way
could
to
be
lose.
Not over till the fat lady sings. Is that politically correct anymore? Am I still allowed to say that? Probably not.
No, I wouldn't worry about it too much, Jordan.
I'm not stressing. Well, the force buy has come through from FrostFire, but as you would have expected, it's not particularly amazing.
I don't actually like that flash there. I don't think it's very good.
Okay.
There's many more flashes you can throw that are better than that one.
Tell us how you really feel.
Feel
Close up to the smoke here for FrostFire with the CZ, however. They're going to be seeing a bit of utility being thrown into the A site. 3
CTs here, though. Lucid's a bit hesitant.
As they should be right now. Now a fourth starts to come over to the A side here from FrostFire. They've read this pretty well. Lucid, it still kind of looks like they're going to commit to this.
I think Lucid's going to wait around, and I think these FrostFire guys are going to get impatient and push. There it is. It's going to go well for them, though. 2 kills, 5v3. Rifle is still alive, though, with 50 seconds to go. Eamon might find the timing here.
He just does, but doesn't land the shot. Not that it matters, because the entire push into A has been absolutely wrecked.
Dear God, they're back in it. The boys are back in town.
Lucid just got to go back to B.
Honestly, though, like, Shy, Just Cause are going to be on 3 to 3.5k. Wanderfly is going to have almost nothing. The other two might be able to drop AKs, but that's going to be it, Jordan. That's not a good buy.
Oh,
if they even do buy.
They have a lot of rounds.
They are Lucid Dreams, so they will buy.
Yeah, that's true. Leaf finally gets spotted.
There it is.
I was going to say, you wouldn't buy here.
If it's money for an AWP.
Why? You could have had another AK. Could have had 3 AKs at least. 4 maybe.
That would make too much sense, Jordan.
No, you wouldn't have had 4. You would have had 3. Alright, but Leaf, let's see if he can change my mind.
Well, the thing is that I don't think the CTs are going to be ready for an AWP in this round. So they might be playing it a little bit careless. And I think that's about where the positives end there, Jordan. They've got no utility. They've got terrible weapons. That's a good pick to start us off.
That satellite dish doesn't exist. It's but a Mirage, Billy.
Shy's got a pick in window.
And he's
salvages an AK as well. Dear God.
That could be round over.
That is round over.
Well, there was a brief moment of hope for FrostFire.
Okay, Eamon with the mid-round pick. He's got to make work done from sure, but that he does not make work done at all.
Oi.
The work is very incomplete.
Just like your vocabulary.
Sick burn.
We call them incendiary grenades on the CT side. Can you imagine? Just buying my sick burn. Throw the sick burn at Firebox.
I'm going to start saying that. Oh, no one's going to get it.
What do you mean? Everyone's watching. Hey, look, Kevin's here.
Oh, no. He's happy that Lucid Dream's about to win, I think.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's wearing
Are we allowed to get our thoughts
a Korean
from
League
Kevin
of
on the
Legends
broadcast?
team hoodie. What?
Are we allowed to get our thoughts from Kevin on the broadcast, Jordan?
No.
It's technically a caster.
Not today, he's not.
Unfortunate. Alright. I mean, here's the thing, Jordan. FrostFire, remember they did that thing the round before last where they won with very bad weapons?
Yeah, now they actually have better weapons than that. But here's the thing though, Pilly. Remember the last round where they had good weapons and then they lost? That also was a thing.
True. And this time Lucid Dream's not rushing anything and just walking into the bomb site with 5 of them that could potentially be stacked on. They are instead taking their time, taking some map control, making a calculated decision based upon the information they've gathered. Perhaps thinking about how on Earth they're going to beat Boot.
Yep, that's not going to be an easy task.
We got a bunch of flashes and a molly, and Devi's about to throw the molly. They're all going mid with 50 seconds to go. Probably a short split, I'd imagine. Look how much utility they have.
Well, judging from where the bomb is, yeah. Chap, make noise there, and that's going to be Wannafly dropping. Bomb on its own. Leaf is actually so critical right now for Lucid. The rest of them have gone through short. No one's backing the bomb up. And he's actually going to make his way through mid. Side entry actually hasn't been too clean either here by Lucid, but they're at least starting to get some semblance of control. The flashbang is great. Zendy will get traded here, one would think, and he does. Click goes.
Bomb's gone to A. What?
Yeah, because Leaf was left on his own in apartments. He didn't want to run in through there when he knew it was dirty, even when Lucid gets that kill.
Do they know? I don't know if they know yet.
They don't. Well, they do. But they know that Leaf's
no.
watching. What a way to win a round, Lucid. That is just cooked. It's almost dreamlike. They're in a dream state.
Oh, man. The molly goes on the bomb. Click's going to cry. I'm going to cry. All of Malaysia
will cry with you.
Yep.
That's the round over. You get on the bomb, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have time. And Lucid Dream will win. 16-10. And they go through to face Boot Dreamscape in the next round of the lower bracket. The final round of the lower bracket, in fact. The winner of that will go through to Signature in the upper bracket final tomorrow. But all in all, can't be too disappointed by that one for Lucid Dream. I don't know really what went on Cache there. Like, it just seemed like they just didn't turn up at all, really. They probably should have won it then and there, based on how Mirage has gone. But sometimes this is the way that it turns out. So 3 maps is what it takes them. Doesn't fill you with too much confidence, though, heading into Boot Dreamscape, I've got to be honest, especially because they already have been 0-2'd by Boot earlier on in these qualifiers. But, you know, second chance, learn something from your first loss, maybe second time's the charm.
Maybe. I feel like Boot should be able to deal pretty well with what Lucid does and how they play and stuff like that. So we'll see how we go. I'm pretty sad for FrostFire. I would have liked to see them go a little bit further, but let's face it, you know, the SEA qualifier, it's going to be pretty hard to beat Boot and Signature in the form that they're in. So I'd say they're going to be reasonably happy with their performance. You know, they didn't go out in the first round or anything like that, and it's a work in progress.
Yeah, definitely. And that's kind of good to see, at least, that there is a team now in the Malaysian region that can actually sort of challenge, because it has been such a long time that we've actually even seen a team be even half decent from Malaysia. I feel like, at least, maybe I've been missing a lot of their games, but yeah, I've been casting Asian Counter-Strike now for the better part of 2 years, or more maybe even. And the last Malaysian team that I can really think of that was able to challenge to a degree was JYP. But even then, like, they were never really up there. They were just kind of there.
Yeah. They had a few good results, like the first LAN they went to. I think they beat Tyloo or something like that. But apart from that, nothing of note, really.
Yeah, no consequence. So maybe there's a good future here for FrostFire, though. I mean, obviously, a few of these players are coming through from that JYP gaming, so we can maybe expect to see fairly similar results. I don't know. Lucid Dream's also looking like an interesting kind of a prospect, but you can kind of tell that there's still a lot that needs to be done for them as well. At least if they're going to hit themselves up toward the top tier of Counter-Strike in this region. I think we're going to get that pretty evidenced when they go up against Boot Dreamscape later on.
There's a test for them.
Yeah, it's a real test. They just don't look quite as solid, maybe a little bit too inconsistent to be able to beat a team like Boot or beyond, I think.
I would have to agree with you. It's like, the way that they win rounds is just, it doesn't feel like they really do anything too impressive to win the rounds. It's like, oh, sometimes they have someone who goes off and gets a couple of kills, but even then it's not like he's doing anything crazy, like he runs in there and 1Bs like 3 people. It's like, I ran in there and I had some messy sprays or whatever, but I got the job done. And I don't know, some of them, like, they have good mechanics and they have good fundamentals, but it's not anything as impressive as some of the other teams that are doing well in the SEA region right now.
Tell you what is impressive though, Pilly. MSI products. I love them. You love them. We all love them here on the ESL Pro League, and they are definitely someone that you guys should check out at home. They help keep ESL Pro League alive. So thanks very much to MSI. But now looking forward to that next match, Boot and Lucid. As I've said already, they got quite comprehensively 2-0'd in the first round of the bracket in this one. So Boot Dreamscape, they had a bit of a poorer day yesterday. They'll be wanting to bounce back today. I think that there should be a very, very high chance that we get a 2-0 out from Boot Dreamscape here. I don't think they want to be too keen to mess around, but we're going to find out how that is going to play out after the break, Pilly. First, though, we're going to take 10 minutes. Then we will be back with our lower bracket final. So don't go anywhere.